All right, so as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, I hate driving. Or just cars in general, honestly. I hate how much gas and insurance costs right now. I hate how stupid other people are on the road. I hate the fact that I could literally die at any second because of one wrong turn or mistake made by either me or somebody else, okay? It's awful. Like, sure, cruising around listening to music is cool and all, and, having the freedom to go wherever you want to go is great. I'm not denying that, all right? But my brother in Christ, have you ever been stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic before? Have you ever almost been hit by someone? Have you ever paid copious amounts of money to fix whatever's wrong with your overpriced piece of shit that you probably never wanted in the first place? Well, if you're an adult watching this video, chances are you probably have. And chances are you probably don't enjoy any of this either. Except I feel like a lot of other people secretly feel this way and are just too afraid to admit it because they're afraid of getting made fun of or whatever. However, I am not, because I feel like when it comes to cars, I've always been someone who's looked at them for what they are. Machines that are designed to get you from point A to point B. And, sure, some of them go faster or are cooler looking than others, but none of that has ever mattered to me. And I have never understood why it matters to anyone else either. Like back when I was a kid and all the other kids were playing with their freaking, Hot Wheels and Tonka trucks, I was playing with literally anything else but that. And nowadays, the moment my friends start talking about their freaking V8 engines or, how many cylinders they each have, I check out mentally. I've never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies. I don't know what the fuck a catalytic converter is. Cars are so unbelievably boring to me. Because, at the end of the day, all they really do is roll around. They can't even do anything cool. And not only can they not do anything cool, the actual process of being able to drive in the first place is actually one of the worst things ever. Like, I remember being a sophomore in high school, the time where everyone starts getting their permits and licenses and stuff. And I remember having pretty much little to no interest in getting mine. For one, I was poor and, didn't have a car, so it would have just been a huge waste of time and money. But aside from the money, it always just seemed like such a racket to me. Going to the DMV to take the permit test, having the permit for 6 months, getting 50 hours of driving experience before you can take the actual test, taking the actual driving test, failing the actual driving test, retaking the actual driving test, like fuck all of that. I ended up waiting till I was 18 because once you turn 18, at least where I live, you can pretty much avoid all the unnecessary bullshit. Except all the kids I went to school with who actually did get their licenses before turning 18 were annoying as fuck. And they always felt the need to tell you that they had their license and you didn't, which got really fucking old after a while. And sure, when you're 16 or 17, you want the freedom of being able to go wherever you want, whenever you want, without mommy or daddy taking you everywhere. And for some, that's a major accomplishment. But at least for me, I figured it was just gonna happen eventually, so I didn't put too much of an emphasis on it. Not only that, but the juice just never seemed worth the squeeze to me at the time. In fact, it still doesn't feel worth it, because now that I'm 22 years of age and have a car of my own, I actually look back fondly of the days where I just walk around everywhere or, get rides from other people if I needed to go somewhere. And sure, I had very limited freedom, but I had hella bread back then, bro. And now that insurance and gas keep going up where I live, it just makes driving and living in general that much more of a headache. For example, the other day I got my tax return, which ended up being a pretty decent amount of money. And as soon as I got in my car to go to work that same day, my fucking check engine light came on. And, needless to say, I was freaking pissed. It wasn't anything major, but still. The bottom line is, I don't think I'm crazy when I say that maintaining your car and paying for all the requirements to actually drive your car is not fun. And I'm sure if we all had it our way, we'd just be fast traveling everywhere. Or better yet, taking public transportation. Except if you live in a small town like me, the subway isn't an option, and taking the bus is too much of a hassle. So getting a car is basically your only way of getting around. But aside from the money aspect and actually learning to drive, I, as well as probably everyone else watching this video, hate how stupid people are on the road. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've almost lost my life because someone in a fucking Tesla or BMW decided it would be a good idea to cut me off without signaling. Or, oh yeah, start randomly backing up into me at a four-way stop for some reason. And don't even get me started on people who ride motorcycles, dude. Like, I'm not trying to tear down the entire motorcycle community, but good lord, having to share the freeway with you guys is annoying as hell. Like, if I had $1 for every time I almost got clipped by someone lane splitting at 120 miles per hour, I'd have enough money to get invited to one of those Hollywood elite eyes wide shut parties. Like, who the fuck taught you how to drive? What are you doing? And speaking of being taught how to drive, people who think it's a good idea to backseat drive should just straight up be deleted from existence, okay? Like, I get that some people are just overly cautious when it comes to other people driving, but I don't think making passive aggressive comments every 5 seconds about someone's driving is going to improve the quality of someone's driving. In fact, it might just make the person driving very stressed out and might just cause you guys to fucking crash. Crazy, right? Who knew? Who freaking knew? All right, so I know this video has pretty much just been me ranting without any sort of clear argument, and I know a lot of quote-unquote gearheads or grease monkeys are probably pissing their pants in anger right now and have steam coming out of their ears like some sort of 50s cartoon character, but you gotta give me credit for some of these points I'm bringing up, okay? Because for the majority of us, cars aren't toys that we can just play around with willy-nilly, okay? They're essential pieces of our everyday lives, expensive pieces of our lives that are a big responsibility, which most of us probably don't want to have to deal with. And although they give us the freedom to go wherever we want to go, they can end up being a hindrance for a lot of us, both physically and financially. And in some situations, they can even be the thing that ends up taking our lives away. And I know a lot of my videos lately have been ending on positive notes, but that's pretty much all I got. Driving sucks and cars suck too. Have a good day.